Now you know sex is a beautiful thing, but too much of a good thing could lead to a bad thing. Your sexual desires will control you if you don't have yourself under control. So I'm gonna break down what could happen to you if you just running free, sexually indulging in sexual activity. The purpose of this video is to make sure that you are a better person after leaving it, because you clicked on this video for a reason. The reason you clicked on this video is because you were curious or you wanted to understand if your sexual desires are controlling your life. And if they are, in turn, these 4 signs could potentially happen to you. And the first thing that will happen is that it will destroy you, simply. You will become destroyed, not on the outside, but on the inside out. Sex is a sacred thing. It's sacred. It's not something that you're just supposed to be doing on a regular basis, especially with multiple people. You understand? If you giving yourself to multiple people, especially as a man, especially as a woman, even more so, that's very detrimental to your life. Because when you do this, when you're having sex with multiple people, you put yourself in a stage of position to where your love is drained. See, all of us, we got like a meter of love that we're born with, right? That meter is automatically high. You know when you was a baby, you just used to love everybody. If they loved you, you loved them. Well, now I can't say that for all y'all. Some of y'all was just some badass little kids. But for the most part, you loved the people that loved you back. You wanted to do the right thing. You wanted to show everybody that you was trustworthy, you was good. And that's how you supposed to be. You understand? But when you give yourself to multiple people, when you let your sexual desires control you, you begin to put yourself in a position to where you deplete that love that was high that you first had when you was young. It starts to go down. Think about it. Thousands of years ago, women would hold their bodies away from certain men until they was married. A woman would be a virgin for her whole life until she got married. And I'm not telling y'all to become virgins, but what I am telling y'all is to understand where you directing your sexual energy at. You know what I'm saying? Are you putting it into meaningful connections, meaningful relationships? Or are you just scattering it around? Scattering around like you some kind of hood rat. When you for the streets, you in rotation. You like a yo-yo. Y'all remember them yo-yos. You go like that with it. You don't want to be a yo-yo. You want to be who you are called to be. Because I know it's a lot of people that preach to y'all that, you need a rotation, man. You need one girl on Monday, another girl on Tuesday, another girl on Wednesday. Make sure you got 4 lined up for the weekend, and you just schedule different dates in between. That's some stupid ass advice. That's some stupid ass advice. And if you listening to any dating coach that's telling you to get a rotation and rotation multiple women, he is an asshole for telling you that. You understand? So you need to remove that knowledge from your head. You understand? You need to make yourself the best man that you could possibly be, so you can pick the woman who is compatible with you. And ladies, y'all have to do the same thing. You have to make yourself the best woman that you can be. And when I say the best woman, I don't mean be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I'm talking about being the best caring woman, the best giving woman, the best girlfriend. So if a man was to get into a relationship with you, think about this. What are 10 things that he can be proud of you of? Ladies, do that. Think about 10 things that a man could be proud of you for, and work on those things. Work on those 10 things that will make you the best woman that you can be, and then you will naturally attract the man that is meant for you, and you gonna repulse all of the D boys, the F boys. Work on yourself. Work on some of your flaws, but a lot of times is with your personality. Work on that. Get that get better. You understand? And that's the first thing. I took a long time on that first thing, so this is gonna be a long video. So the second thing that could happen to you if you don't control your sexual desires, and that is you could die. You could die scattering your sexual energy. Back in my home city of New Orleans, if you had AIDS, we call it that gangster. You know, because you know they got the little gangsters. The little gangsters, those are the ones you could get rid of. You know, you get some antibiotics and that one gone. You understand? But you get the big gangster, I don't know what to tell you. So you could die having sex with multiple people. You understand? But, and you know, fellas, y'all on here, y'all say, oh, but I strap up though. You still dying. If you're not dying physically, you're dying emotionally. You put yourself at grave risk by having sex with multiple people, by sexually indulging in sexual activity. You put yourself in a position to where you could die mentally and emotionally, and then you become numb to real, authentic connection. In a world where people glorify being cold, being a cold person, like, yeah, I ain't got no feelings. Like that's supposed to be a good thing. You know, people brag on how toxic they are. You ever went on Instagram or Facebook and you see people posting little memes like, nobody likes me, but, you know, cause I'm toxic. He. You know, they try to glorify being toxic, like as if that's you doing something good. You know, it's not good for that. It's definitely not good to glorify being toxic, being a pain to deal with in a relationship. That just means that you have a lot of work to do. And that's also a sign of immaturity. If you're going around glorifying being toxic, being a bad person, you're not in a position to where you're going to attract the thing that you want. And I know what you want. I know you want a real connection. I know you want a real connection. I know you want somebody that's down for you, that care about you, and that you have a natural compatibility with. You understand? And the only way that you would get that is if you get your sexual desires under control. You get it under control. You understand? And I'm going to tell y'all by the end of this video, I'm going to tell y'all the number one thing that y'all can do to get your sexual desires in control. So that's the second thing. You could die. You could basically die having sex. The third thing, this is the third thing, and y'all already knew this, unhealthy connection. You build unhealthy connections when you're sexually indulging or when you're just attracted to somebody sexually. Like, have you ever been in a relationship with somebody and y'all you kind of got the feeling that y'all not really compatible, but the main thing that hold y'all together is that good old bedroom, that good old foreplay, that 6'9", you understand? That's what hold y'all together. You know, that's the glue of the relationship. Because if y'all wasn't bumping and humping, then y'all wouldn't even be together. Y'all wouldn't even be talking. Most of y'all good times is after 10 o'clock. That's all where y'all good times at. A 3 o'clock in the morning, a 12 o'clock in the afternoon, a 8 o'clock in the morning. Y'all know how, y'all know about that. See, I'm coming on here telling y'all this because I'm no stranger to this. All of this I'm telling you, I've lived it before. This is not something I read in a book and I'm on here telling you this. I'm telling you this from experience that except for you know, you could die. See, I ain't got that gangster, none of that. But you build unhealthy connections when you sexually indulge. You put yourself in a position to be connected with somebody who is not in your best interest. That person is not even meant to be in your life. You could be gluing yourself with that person through the sex. And some people subconsciously know that they could glue themselves to a person through sex. So what they do, they already destroyed. So what they do is they numb themselves to sex. They say, oh, it's just sex. Just a good time. Got some head, yeah, a few drinks, you know, watch the movie. At least he paid for the Uber. You know, that's what y'all think about it now. You understand? But you build those unhealthy connections with so many people that are not even good for you. And the only thing that's holding y'all together is the sex. So this is a sign, this is confirmation information to you that you need to get your sexual desires under control. If not, you will build many unhealthy connections. You understand? You know how some people go from bad connection to bad connection to bad connection to bad connection? It could be you. And the reason why you're going from bad connection to bad connection to bad connection is because you're not controlling your sexual desire. In turn, you're not developing yourself in a way to where you can identify people who are good for you. You understand? So you build unhealthy connections. And the fourth thing that's gonna happen if you don't control your sexual desires is that it will stop you from reaching your destiny. Sex can stop you from being the person that you are called to be. And a lot of people equate success with just money. Oh, I got money. You understand? But I'm sexually indulging with this money. We have seen what sexual indulgence can do for a person with money. Look at Diddy. Look at R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. You know, look at these female celebrity artists that just get tossed around like frisbees. Look at what happened to them. You understand? They are not the person that they were called to be. Even though they got money, even though they got a little status, they still not the person that they were called to be. Because something that's truly valuable is not easily obtainable. It's not just gonna be everywhere. That's why you think everybody don't have a complimentary diamond when they move into a new apartment? When you move in your house, did your landlord or did you buy a house and did that house just come with a free diamond? Like, yeah, free diamond, this complimentary, we just give this to everybody. No, but when you moved in that house, what it did have, it had a toilet. You could take a dump, right? That's in every house. So when you give yourself away just freely, like you just say, oh, here, you can have it. Oh, here, you can have it. Oh, yeah, you could. Oh, yeah, I'll smash that. Yeah, I'm just doing me. When you do these things, you put yourself at risk of never reaching your destiny. It's deeper than just having sex. Y'all have to look at the deeper meaning of sex. The deeper meaning of sex is sacred. It's very sacred. It's not something that you just freely do. You understand? You have to only have sex with people who are attuned to you, who are compatible, who are of good connection. You understand? You can't just have sex, stay in relationships that are not healthy for you just because y'all having good sex. We all been there. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like, like I ain't never been through none of that. We all been through that. And this right here is to let you know that if you continue to engage in sexual activities with multiple people, the first thing that can happen to you is that it will destroy you. The second thing that can happen to you is that you could die. The third thing that could happen to you is you could create unhealthy connections. And the fourth thing, and the most important one, is that it will stop you from reaching your destiny. So how do we handle this? How do we control our sexual desire? The number one thing that you can do to control your sexual desire is to put the attention on you. Put the attention on you. Focus on you. Focus on becoming the best overall version of yourself that you can possibly be. But also develop the qualities that your future partner would want to have. Because a lot of us, we think about what somebody gonna give me. But no, it's more about what you gonna give them. What are you gonna give that person? What are you gonna add to their life? How you gonna make their life even more valuable? Do you got money? Guys, ladies, do you cook? Figure out the things that you need. I know cooking and having money, that's very basic, but the qualities that I'm really talking about is internal qualities. Internal qualities that the other person would like to have. You understand? Like respect, authenticness, empathy, good communication. You need to develop those things, especially if you know that those things are not the best. You know what I'm saying? We all have something that we could work on. So focus on that and stop putting your attention on other people, other situations. If you're in a stage or position right now to where you're sexually indulging with multiple multiple people, what I need you to do right now is to stop. Tell those people that you're having sex with, tell them that you don't want to have sex. You know, you might have to stop talking to them and put the focus on you. Focus on yourself, build yourself up, and get out here, and you will naturally attract the person that is meant for you. So that was my message, ladies and gentlemen. If you found value in this video, go ahead on, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead on, subscribe. If you made it to the end, I love you. I absolutely love you. And I also want you to know that if you need a consultation with me, if you need me to give you guidance, if you're struggling with anything in your life, go ahead on and book a consultation with me through my email. My email will be in the description. You understand? So I want to thank you for tuning in to the famous Bondwood channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Peace.